Give me the fucking clues to put it together. Hey yo, welcome back to my channel where I talk about writer things, parent things, and writer-parent things. This week, I'm going to be talking about the mystery tropes that make me go, yeah, nope, sorry, no thank you. A little bit of explanation as to what's going on back here. We're still renovating the room, so we're still camping in the living room. It's a mess, just go with it. Do keep in mind, folks, that these videos are all based on my opinions and preferences and stuff that I just don't really like. With that out the way, onward to the video. Withholding clues is really common in TV and media that are trying to make the main character impressive, and I hate it. Look, I don't want the clues spoon-fed to me, but I do want them to exist so that I can solve the mystery along with the characters. A mystery without any clues for the viewer is just not one that I want to take in. It's not going to make the MC look any lesser or stupid just because I happen to figure out the mystery before them or at the same time as them. Just give me the fucking clues to put it together myself. I'm not going to be impressed that the MC was able to solve the mystery with information that I didn't even have. I'm just going to be really annoyed. We have the previous trope where they give us no clues. But what about the trope where they give us so many clues and lead us down the path to solving the mystery only for it to be somebody else because plot twist. Here's the thing, this is kind of the same as the red herring, except with a red herring, we're given both wrong and correct clues. We just kinda gotta figure out which is which, and that's on us. However, with this trope, they only give us the wrong clues. When this happens, it really feels like some weird attempt at an aha, gotcha! But no, you didn't get me because you didn't give me the tools and resources to be got. All in all, I'm just not a fan of this kind of thing because I'm here to solve the mysteries. So please let me solve them, okay? Thanks. For our third trope, we've got a character archetype that's really good at solving all the mysteries. Why? Because they're an amazing detective. They've picked up on all the clues, every single one of them. They've noticed all the tiny things off page or off screen that, well, the viewers and readers just really were not privy to. We should admire their observation skills because, well, the narrative tells us to and nobody else noticed those things, especially not the audience. Seriously, I'm not impressed by this fictional character. Because instead of being able to see the clue trail that they found and follow them along the way, I'm just fed all the facts at the end of it while they usually lord it over the other characters that nobody else noticed any of this stuff. I mean, come on, can we just hire somebody else? Oh no, when I said hire someone, I didn't mean this archetype. Usually a guy, but really I just don't like it in general. This detective has some sort of substance abuse problem because they're using it to cope with the past. And anyone who tries to help them, well, they're generally mistreated because Grizzle McAsshole can act however they want. After all, they're not sleeping well, they've got a some days old 5 o'clock shadow, and they're really torn up about the past. And for some reason, this excuses all of their toxic behavior toward whoever's asking them for help. Which, it can sometimes turn out to be the love interest, but that's a whole other thing. Gods know how they are able to solve the case being all fucked up and everything as they are, because they're still, like, better and more skilled than everyone else somehow. Oh, and let's not forget they're almost always motivated by completely self-serving reasons. Like, the damsel that they want to help reminds them of whoever they lost in their tragic past, or, well, they don't really have any interest in this string of murders until whoever's asking them for help reveals that it's connected to whatever mob in their past fucked them over. Gee, thanks for helping us out, we really appreciate it. Ah yes, glorious info dumps. And who better to give them than somebody who's about to die? Our victim has figured out who the killer is and they're stuck in a room with them. Yet instead of running away, instead of talking about, I don't know, dinner the next day, errands they have to run, they act really scared and really obvious as they ask intrusive questions that key the killer into the fact that they're onto them. They don't even usually fight back, which, don't get me wrong, while I can enjoy a horror movie main character who's stalling for time, asking a lot of intrusive questions, looking around the room, and adding the tension and the suspense, in mysteries, this is generally just cannon fodder. The character just gets out a lot of exposition and then dies in a rather anticlimactic way. They might have a narrative purpose, but I just don't like it. Sometimes there's whooshy whoosh, magic, time travel, weird science, just something that lets law enforcement know that people are going to commit crimes before they even think about doing it. In these societies, it becomes fine and normalized to punish people before they've even thought of the crime in question. While some may argue this is an interesting take on society, something, I just don't care for it because I'm here for free will and the idea that the future is not set in stone so that my choices now matter. I don't like the idea of being punished for something future dumbass Sam is gonna do. Punishments are consequences for our actions, in my humblest opinion, not preventative measures. And yes, fiction is escapism, so it's not always real, so I don't necessarily have to take it seriously, but I have standards for what I enjoy escaping into. And this just doesn't make the cut. This one can kind of be a mix of a few tropes, but here we go. Let me build the scene for you. So clue trails are laid out. We are pretty sure we know who it is, or a few backup suspects that it could be, right? And then it comes time to reveal who it is, and it is a random stranger. This character may have been introduced in the background at some point, but they were definitely not made to seem important at all, and none of the clues really lead back to them. For me, this is worse than the shock twist, because at least with the shock twist, I still know the character that's guilty, and I can still have some sort of emotional reaction to that. But the only thing I get with a random stranger is just let down. And then there also needs to be some exposition to explain why they did the thing they did, and just I don't care. So, meh. Now, I am well aware and grew up watching unsolved mysteries. If I'm completely transparent, it probably influenced a lot of my travel behaviors, but these tropes are all about fictional things and media. That being said, I don't enjoy when a mystery isn't wrapped up or when there's too many loose threads or questions unanswered. As stated before, I really like to solve mysteries, and I like to know if my answers were right or wrong by the end. When we get to an end of a mystery and it's still left unsolved, I'm just really dissatisfied. Just do not like it, not here for it. Some people can enjoy an open ending, some people can enjoy an unsolved mystery. I am not those people. This isn't always a woman, but it usually is. So here we go. Picture it, right? There's a killer in the house. The options are going to the kitchen to get a weapon, going to a closet with a gun safe, again, to get a weapon, running outside to try to outrun the killer and maybe get to somewhere with help. And just for clarity, we are in a well-populated area / suburbia. And yes, the neighbors all know this person very well for some narrative reason. But instead of any of these options, this person runs upstairs to be backed into a corner in a room with nothing valuable as a means of protection. I mean, maybe I'm wrong or maybe it's just me, but if someone's coming in my house, the first place I'm going is my kitchen to grab a knife. And I guess my main issue here is just that it's so common for people to portray the flight or fight instinct as running and going into a corner to where you cannot properly defend yourself. And I just want to see more people fight back or stay relatively calm in that situation and, just put up a fight. Just don't go down. Whenever I read or see this happening, I'm always like, oh, you're gonna get trapped. You're gonna get trapped. The killer's gonna catch you and you're dead. It's very hard to get invested in this circumstance. Alright everyone, that's all I got for you this week. Do you like mysteries? If so, what do you like about them? What don't you like about them? Please leave this in a comment down below. If you liked this video, maybe give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. I do live streams every Monday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. If you'd like to see a sample of some of my writing, you can check out my website here at samanthaalnasset.com. If you'd like to just stalk my social media, that's cool too. I'm at Samantha L. Nasset on Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, and Facebook. I post new videos every Wednesday. Hope to see you there. Sam out.